Welcome to Fisher College's 113th commencement exercise. Before we begin, may we ask that you please take a moment to turn off or put your mobile phones on silent for the duration of the ceremony. Please do not block the aisles during the procession. At the conclusion of the ceremony, please remain in your seats until all graduates have left the hall. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and welcome the Fisher College graduating class of 2017.
Good morning. Please remain standing. My name is Alexandra Barch. I am chairwoman of the Board of Trustees of Fisher College. And on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I hereby declare the commencement exercises of Fisher College open. Please pay heed to President Thomas McGovern.
My first order of business is to introduce Dr. Neil Trotter, who will give the invocation this morning. Neil is the spiritual cornerstone of the leadership team at Fisher College. He's the one who attempts to highlight the diversity of observances of religious and spiritual practices that make up our campus and keep me and as others aware. As an example, this past Easter season, he gave me a gift to remind me that the holiday went beyond jelly beans and colored eggs. Neil is the Dean of Graduate Studies, the Fisher College Military Liaison, and the proud father of a graduate of the class of 2017. Dr. Trotter.
Thank you, Dr. McGovern, for that generous introduction. Thank you. Graduates, may God's blessings follow you as you begin your new journeys after today. May you walk safely along your chosen path. May God's hand guide you and the decisions that you're going to make. May your hearts and lives always reflect love and truth. Remember to always give back, and may hope be the light within you that you carry into each new day. Amen.
I have that kind of wisdom on a daily basis. I'm a fortunate man. Welcome, trustees, faculty, staff, guests, graduates, and distinguished speaker, Reverend Liz Walker. Congratulations to all of you, and once again, let me thank you for coming to Fisher College. We have 13,000 alums, and you have now joined that very prestigious group of people. Whenever I meet one, we had an event Thursday night, and there were several there. Doesn't matter whether they graduated 5 years ago or 50 years ago. One word comes through loud and clear, and that is foundation. Fisher established a foundation that propelled them to success. Hopefully, we'll have done the same for you. Take advantage of this wonderful education, the best America has to offer, and make the most of yourself. However, nobody builds a foundation without support. So let's take a minute to acknowledge that support. First, I'd like all the graduates, I guess you're already standing, to turn around and give a hand to all the people that have supported you. Additional builders of that foundation include faculty and staff. Because these people, faculty and staff, are so special, Fisher College is special. So I want to take a minute and acknowledge those at the college who have supported and helped you over the years. First, I'm going to acknowledge a couple of members of my support staff. First would be my lovely wife, Elaine. Laura Fisher. She and Elaine are dressed alike like sisters do. My brother Dave's with us today. And his lovely wife, Laura. So we got two Lauras sitting in the front row. I'd also like to acknowledge the trustees that are with us. See, everybody was supposed to be seated, and then they could stand up so we could acknowledge them, but that kind of blew that.
Tell them to please be seated.
Yeah, so I'm just told I was supposed to tell them to be seated. Why doesn't everybody sit down? All right, so that works. Now let's have the trustees stand up. the senior management team, the executive council. They provide guidance, not necessarily spiritual. Now the faculty. And all the staff from Fisher College, please rise. Happy Mother's Day to all of you, and God bless you. So at this time, I have the pleasure to introduce Dr. Janet Cuser. She's the Chief Academic Officer and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Janet's responsible for academic-related matters, serves on the Executive Council, is the voice of reason on the Council, always maintains a cool, calm, and collected aura about her. Janet hails from the faculty. She's served as the chair of the management program, and prior to entering academia, Janet had a successful career with Starwood's Corporation, culminating as vice president. She is and always will be my favorite Jersey girl. Janet. Last time.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, President McGovern, for that kind introduction. I'll miss being introduced as a Jersey girl, but I'll always hold on to that. On behalf of Fisher College and the faculty, I'd like to thank the graduates for choosing Fisher College and for entrusting your education to us. This education is an important part of your professional and personal development, and I know it will serve you well. Congratulations to each of you on this wonderful accomplishment. At this time, I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge a significant milestone. Hope I can get through this. Today is the 10th and final commencement to be presided over by President McGovern. I don't cry. I'm not a crier, so I got to move on. All right. Who announced his retirement earlier this year. He's made it clear to me and to all of us that today is about you, the graduates, and your families. However, I cannot let this moment pass without a very small acknowledgement. As I reflected on this milestone, I realized that many, if not most of you, are earning degrees today in programs that didn't exist when he began his presidency. His leadership has been instrumental in this strong and strategic growth in programs, as well as the responsible stewardship of this institution overall. You all represent the successful culmination of his vision and leadership. For this and more, I ask you join me in a round of applause for Dr. Thomas McGovern. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Okay, now on with the program. Normally, we have two valedictory addresses, one each from the Day Division and the Division of Accelerated and Professional Studies. However, our DAPS valedictorian, Nuno Oliveira, is off on a lovely vacation with his wife to celebrate his graduation, which was planned prior to knowing he had achieved this honor. He sent me a note to thank Fisher for his experience and for the support he received in achieving this important milestone in his life. So I would like to acknowledge him at this time, and although I wish he were here with us today, I'm sure he's doing just fine where he is. So congratulations to Nuno. Next up is our Day Division valedictorian, Abigail Azarito. Abby, yeah. Abby has completed a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. In addition to being an excellent student, Abby is in the honors program, a member of Psi Chi, and is a resident assistant, just to name a few of her activities and accomplishment. She is described by her professors as always prepared, kind, thoughtful, respectful, and an overall pleasure to have in class. Abby's been a shining light on our campus and will be missed. She is joined today by her proud parents and sisters. It's with great pleasure that I introduce our 2017 Day Division valedictorian, Ms. Abigail Azarito.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the graduating class, I would like to thank our honored guests, friends, and families for being here today. Special thanks to President McGovern, the Board of Trustees, Executive Council, and the Fisher College faculty and staff for making this day possible. I would also like to thank my friends and family for their everlasting love and support. To my fellow graduates, I'm sure you are all nervous at the prospect of entering the real world, yet eager to move on with your lives. Before you leave Fisher College, I am going to ask two things of you. First, I ask that you do not forget the good times you have had and the friendships you have made. During the past years, we have all met unforgettable people and formed lifelong relationships. These individuals were with us through the difficult times and the fun times. Remember the little things like eating in the dining hall with your dinner crew and the late-night humorous games of Cards Against Humanity. And never forget the challenges you have endured, whether it be learning to live with new roommates, commuting a great distance to class, the late nights spent online, or even adapting to a new culture. If the Patriots can come back from a 25-point deficit in the third quarter and win the Super Bowl, you can appreciate your individual challenge and find the positive that has persevered. Additionally, I ask that you be willing to change, a necessity in today's world. Change symbolizes growth and education. It represents the knowledge you have and will continue to gain. Be open to learning new things, respecting the perspectives of others, and changing your mind, especially as new opportunities present themselves. Finally, I would like to wish the best of luck to all of you in your future endeavors. Congratulations, class of 2017.
To follow Liz. What an honor it is to introduce Liz Walker. Reverend Walker's calling as a minister is the latest and highest reach of a life journey that includes 11 years of humanitarian work in one of Africa's most troubled countries and 21 years as Boston's first African-American television news anchor on WBZ-TV, spanning 21 years. As a reporter, Reverend Walker's most memorable assignment was traveling to Africa to cover the Lost Boys of Sudan in the modern-day slave trade. Her eye-opening reports earned her the Edward R. Murrow Award for Journalistic Excellence. She later chronicled her journey by producing an independent documentary, In the Lion's Mouth. The assignment was life-changing for her. A graduate of Harvard Divinity School, Reverend Walker has long been actively involved in many community service organizations and projects. Liz Walker, to me, represents calmness and resolve as one of the world's most healing voices. From her poignant words after the Boston Marathon bombing, including the memorable interfaith service, to her Sunday sermons at Roxbury Presbyterian Church and her daily radio show on WROL. I said to Liz when I met her, I feel like I know you. I mean, for those of us that watched the evening news when it actually had meaning, Liz was always there, and she was reliable, and she was just one of those people that was, like I said, calming. However, before we hand this off to Liz, we have another phase to the ceremony, and that would be the first degree awarded today. For a career dedicated to the ministry, journalism, and humanitarian pursuits in her community and throughout the world, by the powers vested in me by the Fisher College Board of Trustees in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I proudly confer upon Reverend Liz Walker the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, and in token of this, I present you with the diploma and be vested in a hood emblematic of the degree. I am honored to introduce Reverend Liz Walker as our commencement speaker.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And congratulations to the class of 2017. Woo! This is about you, and I will be brief so that you can celebrate. I always wonder what I'm going to say, and I'm honored to be here among this illustrious group. And I always wonder what I should say, because you can talk about career choices and the road to success. Graduation speakers always implore you to follow your dreams and your passion. And this is noble and important advice. These are perilous and promising times, and we should be focused on purpose. I've had the opportunity to meet a few of you, and I have looked at your senior projects in nursing and psychology and media, and they are amazing and promising, and so I know that your future will be secure. I don't have to tell you about how unfair and unjust the world can be, because many of you have struggled to get to this point. You have faced enormous challenges, and you will face more. So I don't have to tell you about your achievements. So I was struggling. What am I going to say? Well, the first thing I want to say to you is in honor of my son, who graduated from college about 6 years ago. The best piece of practical advice I can give you on pursuing your career is this: do not get a credit card if you do not have a job. Okay? I'm just saying, that's what I had to tell my son after 4 years of college. What did you learn, my baby? What did you learn? The second piece of advice I want to give you, and I've been thinking about this idea for many years, and I've talked about it and preached about it. I want to talk to you for a few minutes about practicing grace. Practicing grace. Now, we tend to think of grace as a religious word, more appropriate inside a church. I promise you this is not going to be a sermon. We think of grace as divine forgiveness, but I would argue that there was grace before there was religion, and I would agree with author Philip Yancey, who says that grace is the world's last best word. The roots of grace in Greek are found in the word charis, charity, kindness, and goodwill. If you really follow it all the way back in its etymology, and in the Hebrew, it even means rejoicing, as we are doing here for your graduation. It is a term that stretches outside a church and into the world. We know that banks and lending institutions give grace, well, they used to give grace periods, a little extra time to pay back that loan. If you're in a restaurant and you really like the service and you want to tell the server that, you give them a gratuity, a little extra something, something. There are gracious people who are accommodating and giving. And so grace is more than just forgiveness. Let me give you my definition of grace. I live in Jamaica Plain on the Jamaica Way, and if you know anything about that neighborhood, there's a beautiful winding road through this very eclectic neighborhood where there are conservation lands, and there are beautiful old houses, and there are parks and lakes and ponds. And the Jamaica Way is a narrow 2-lane highway that in the middle of the day is absolutely beautiful, and I'm sure at its peak it was unbelievable. But now at 9 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, all hell breaks out on the Jamaica Way. And so the traffic is too much for the pathway, and cars are jammed bumper to bumper. I live on a corner where there's no stoplight, so if I want to get out into the street, I'm at the mercy of the traffic. There is no grace on Jamaica Way. People are jammed and they're going fast or they're going slow and they're angry and they're discontent or they're thinking about work, and nobody will let anybody in. Whether you're on foot or in a car, it can take 1 out of 30 cars before you can get in. My definition of grace is giving somebody a break. They may not earn it. They may not deserve it, but we all need a break. I discovered grace when I went on a story to South Sudan, one of the largest countries back at the time in Africa, and now is one of the newest countries in the world. And South Sudan was a place where all hell had broken out and still maintains that kind of intensity. There are conflicts that pit Arabs against Africans, and there are conflicts that pit tribe against tribe and cult against cult, and it's always at war. And in the midst of this war, there are people who have been maligned and oppressed and who have seen their villages burned and have seen their children killed and their wives raped. But in the midst of all that chaos, there are resilient people who practice the art of hospitality. And that means that when you go into a village, even if it's a village that's been destroyed, people will give you the clothes off your back. They will give you food, even if they have none. My point is, we look at TV and see images of people that make us think that the world is all crazy. But I'm here to tell you, when you step outside your comfort zone, you see that there are people all over the world just like us, and people who are trying to practice grace. Grace is the highest form of civility. The head of the Center for the Study of the Presidency, David Abshire, wrote once that civility is not simply following rules. It means respect and listening and dialogue and outreach, even if we don't agree. It is exercised in order to move us to a higher common ground. The prevalent climate of bullying and intimidation and polarization and disunity in our nation's capital has brought us all to a new low. We need both civility and grace in order to make this country work. Otherwise, how will history look at us? It was Lincoln, I believe, who said the fiery trial through which we pass will light us down in honor or dishonor to the latest generations. Right now, I'm the minister of a small church in one of Boston's toughest neighborhoods, and our mission is working with so-called at-risk young people, and we are trying to teach them grace. But it is difficult when all they see about the world is the politics of revenge. We need to understand the art of hospitality. We need to know how to live beyond fear. Many of our young people are stuck, it seems, because our leadership is stuck. So I am here to tell you of all the things that you will achieve, and you will achieve much. Of all the things that you will do, and you will do much. Don't forget that at the core of life, there needs to be grace. A spirit of generosity. Martin Luther King said we are caught in an inescapable bond of mutuality, a single garment of destiny. What affects me directly will affect you indirectly. I cannot be at my best until you are at your best. No matter what you hear, we are all connected. There is a voice that cries out on media that says it is us against them. Let me tell you, my friends, I have been all over the world. There's only us. So I leave you with this plea to practice grace. God bless you, congratulations, and thank you.
That was amazing. Amazing grace. It's a long-time tradition at Fisher College to award a Revere Bowl to our commencement speaker. The original Revere Bowl that resides right down the street in the Museum of Fine Arts was commissioned by 15 members of the Sons of Liberty, a secret revolutionary organization to which Paul Revere, a noted Boston silversmith, belonged. Their names are engraved on the bowl, as are references to Englishman John Wilkes, whose writing in defense of liberty inspired American patriots. The Liberty Bowl, the Declaration of Independence, and the Constitution have been called the nation's three most cherished historical treasures. It is my honor to present Liz with this fine replica in behalf of her friends at Fisher College.
Is that your microphone with the feedback? All right. Will the candidates please rise? Come on, you guys. All right. President McGovern, we are pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the Master of Business Administration, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, the Associate in Arts, the Associate in Science, and certificates. I certify that the students standing before you have completed their program requirements at Fisher College and are now presented to you to be awarded the degree or certificate. I therefore recommend that you confer upon them the appropriate degree or certificate.
By virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Fisher College and by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master in Business Administration, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, or certificate where appropriate.
Wonderful. We're about to begin the process of awarding the degrees, but for the second time today, I need to acknowledge a milestone. One of our beloved faculty, Dr. Dean Walton, is retiring after 36 years as a professor at Fisher College. If I cry twice in one day, it's a record. Over the course of these years, he's made an impact on countless lives through his dedication to his students and their education. So I ask that you join me in a round of applause for my esteemed colleague as I welcome him to the podium to announce the candidates.
And now I have to talk. Okay, thank you. Okay. Please be seated. Yes, thank you. That's okay, you've worked very hard, and now you get to pick up that degree you've so well earned. So, will the candidate marshals please escort the graduates receiving Master of Business Administration to the stage? Anna Bello. Lindsay Brousseau. Hi. Jennifer Crow. Rajkumar Gopalakrishnan. Oh, no card? Do you have a card? That's it. Yeah. Thank you. Is it? James Grillo. No card? That's okay. What's your name? Who is it? Okay. Jorge Justiniano. Fengrui Lee. Evgenia Maxak. Rushi Shah. Derek Taylor. Michael Vermees. Yang Zhao. There are a lot of pages on the script. Will the candidate marshals please escort the graduates receiving the registered nurse to Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree to the stage? Hello. Okay. Ashley Farrar. Astrid June. Ann Walsh, magna cum laude. Will the candidate marshals please escort the graduates receiving Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees to the stage? We'll wait till they get here. Abigail Azarito, summa cum laude, honors program valedictorian. Jordan Berry. Kimberly Bravo Gomez. Christine Briggs. Holly Ann Buntage. Corey Bush. Anna DeCuna. Erin Daigle. Jerlene Delva. Sienna Irby. Kristen Free. Laura Gagne. Tyler Gahara. Ashley Garcia. Hannah Grant. Colby Gray. Jean Guzman. Eve Rose Jante. Richard Kennedy. Tyler Kirk. Trong Tu Nguyen. Karen Oliva, magna cum laude. Julia Orlov. Rivali Polar. Asia Robinson. Brittany Roquet. April Roll, summa cum laude honors program. Gabrielle Salvatore. Toby Sanathong. Ricardo Sosedo. What's your name? Okay. Roger Smith. Can't be it. Yes, okay. Okay, would the candidate marshals please escort the students receiving Bachelor of Science degrees to the stage? Sama Albaroum, cum laude. Ajakwawa Anifiok. Daniel Azikutu. Gregory Aubin, magna cum laude. Holly Beal Muldoon, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude, salutatorian. That's Stefania Bernard, magna cum laude. Heather Blasco. Jessica Broneski, magna cum laude. Christina Brown, magna cum laude. Nicole Burgess, magna cum laude. Donna Burns, cum laude. Michelle Kafua, magna cum laude. Sherilyn Karambokas, magna cum laude. Kevin Charlotte. Rusty Christensen. Megan. Yeah. Megan Corcoran, magna cum laude. Zachary Cox. Phyllis Crane. Camila da Silva. Yep, Dife, right, yep. Ibhissam Dife. Thank you. Trey Darrow. David DeLeon. Jennifer DeTerra, summa cum laude. Noordine Dahib. Rayshana Elmore. Rosemarie Estemfield. Rachel Exelis. Emily Finn, magna cum laude. Michael Galindo. Thank you. Merrill Glazer, magna cum laude honors program. Hello. Courtney Gouget, magna cum laude. Darrell Grady. Emmett Green. Garina Gurrier, cum laude. Marcial Gutierrez. Catherine Healy, cum laude. Fanya Hemingway. Good job. Kyle Holmes. Christine Hurley, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Byung Hwang, cum laude. Lakeisha Ire. Sumthari Jarajarunkiat, summa cum laude, salutatorian. Cheryl Johnson, cum laude. Rebecca Joseph. Alex Collini. Cynthia Knox. Andrea Ledoux, summa cum laude. Fabian Lindsay. Gretchen Lippman. Nadia McBellevue. Cassandra Malloy, magna cum laude. Jordan Markovich. Caroline McCarran. Taylor Mears. Christina Medeiros, magna cum laude. Monique Medina. Zachary Merwin. Sophia Mollica. Sonia Montero. Troy Newton. Carissa Nowicki, cum laude. Jade Monet Oliver, cum laude, honors program. Felicia Palmer, magna cum laude. Victoria Park, magna cum laude. Asia Patton. Steve Paul. Vinroy Paul. Roberta Pove, magna cum laude. Fantasia Pearson. Jessica Pereira. Alexander Paris-Lugoff. Haley Pitchinen, summa cum laude. Junghan Chu. Ellen Quinn, magna cum laude. Caitlin Reardon, cum laude, honors program. Sean Robert, magna cum laude. Let's see here. Gabrielle Robillard. You watch. Here you go. Brandon Robinson. Abigail Rockland. Marcus Rodriguez, honors program. Cassie Rollins. Chantel Romero Gonzalez. Austin Russell, summa cum laude, honors program salutatorian. Elizabeth Ryan. Dima Santana. Megan Sarno, summa cum laude. Michaela Saunders, summa cum laude. That's, Samuel Schroeder. Morgan Selmy, cum laude. Biana Sherian. Jeffrey Silva. What is it? I'm sorry. Renee Simmons. Sahar Slami. Emily Smith. Doing great, thank you. James Story, summa cum laude. Nagwang Tamang. Eric Travail, cum laude. A little side note, this degree will be presented by Matthew Trott, his father Neil Trotter, our Assistant Dean of DAPS. Gerline Eulis. Sander Vargas. Keshley Vasquez. Naomi Verdeo. Lexus Williams. Misilch Montero. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, so thank you to the Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science, and now we will administer the degrees to the Associate of Arts, Associates in Science, and Certificates. Crystal Fernandez, highest honors. That's it. Gloriana Grandois. Sabrina Kerr. Jessica Norton, honors. Larissa Angulo. Noelle Brady. Carrie Crowder, U.S. Army, honors. Maureen Crowley. Stacy Dalton. Derek Exelis. Michelle Garapi. Adriana Godiello. Jacqueline Giordano. Erin Gomes. Midleen Jean. Jasmine Jones. Thank you. Mpaji Karonde. Thank you. Jack Layton, High Honors. Ashley Marquez. Brandon Mason. Andrew Mell. Brittany Odom. Lillian Oliveira Barros. Haley Petrosky. Erin Piazza, Highest Honors. Carlos Reyes, Honors. David Scott. Jennifer Senior. Plenary Shah Honors Program. Lisa Shannon. Sydney Stevens. Neza Talal. Cindy Truong, High Honors, Honors Program. Janelle Wilkinson. Ruth Brigham. Jennifer Morrison. Lily Lasana. Whitney Numero. Yusra Abdelmonam, cum laude. Chedo Ude, magna cum laude. The president requires assistance with the next two diplomas. Lane McGovern, if you could please come to the podium. Lieutenant Sherry Belanger, Fisher College Campus Police. Go ahead. And one slight additional note, and voted by students as the 2017 Staff Member of the Year. That's And next, Erin McGovern, youngest niece of President and Mrs. McGovern. That's,
Would all the graduates please rise? You are now all invited to participate In a universal tradition that signifies your academic success and your graduation, you may now change your tassel from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. Congratulations. Thank you all very much. You can be seated. Before we conclude our ceremony today, it's my great pleasure to introduce to you an already retired former president, no more retirement speeches, a man whose vision and leadership have been instrumental in guiding Fisher College to the institution it is today, Dr. Scott Fisher.
Liz Walker talked to us about a land of grace, and we live in one, the United States of America. And Abigail promised us change, and you are the change agents. And you will bring new opportunities and new responsibilities to yourselves and to those associated with you in your lifetime to make it a better world. We are going to sing tribute to our great country. Sing. That is, I'm going to sing, and you are going to sing. And if you can't sing, you can hum. And if you can't hum, you may lip sync. But we are going to stand and give tribute to the wonderful country, the best in the world in which we live. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty, above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Immediately following this ceremony, we invite you to a reception to honor the graduates at 116 Beacon Street. I hope you all will come there. And I now pronounce the commencement ceremonies of Fisher College closed.